Good morning, girls. Today we are going to see about mouse event. So we have been seeing about different types of events and how to use it in an applet. So when a mouse is pressed or when you perform any operation with the mouse event is generated. So in today's class we are going to see about mouse event and mouse listener interface which receives the event and how to write a simple program using mouse event. So I am Germine Mary, Associate Professor, Department of Computer Science from Fatima College, Madurai. So when an event is generated, the object of the event is created and that object will be received by listener interface. So when you perform any operation with the mouse, so you can perform different types of operation with the mouse. You can press the mouse, you can release the mouse, you can click the mouse. If you press and release the mouse at the same position, then it is called mouse clicking. You can click the mouse or you can drag the mouse out of the screen or you can bring the mouse into the screen or you can move the mouse and you can drag the mouse. So when these operations are performed, then a mouse event is generated. So this mouse event, when a mouse event is generated, the object of the event is created, which is received by mouse listener interface. So when you perform the operations like mouse clicked, mouse pressed, mouse released, mouse entered, and mouse exited, the event that is generated is received by mouse listener interface. So mouse listener interface is present in java.awt.event package. So you all know when a mouse event is generated, the mouse listener interface receives the event, and once it receives the event, it will execute the event handling program. So all the event handling programs are present in the listener interfaces. So the event handling programs present in mouse listener interface are mouse clicked, mouse entered, mouse exited, mouse pressed, and mouse released. So there are 5 event handling programs present in mouse listener interface. The other 2 actions of the mouse, that is mouse dragged and mouse moved, will be received by mouse motion listener interface. So there are 2 listener interfaces associated with mouse event, mouse listener interface and mouse motion listener interface. So this mouse motion listener interface receives the mouse dragged whenever you drag the mouse and whenever you move the mouse, when an event is generated, that will be received by mouse motion listener interface. So this mouse motion listener interface has 2 event handling methods, mouse dragged and mouse moved. And there are few methods associated with the mouse event class. So you all know mouse event class is also present in java.awt.event package. So some of the important methods which we use very often are getX, getY. So getX will get the x coordinate on the screen where you perform some operation with the mouse, where you click the mouse or where you press the mouse down or where you release the mouse. So at that point, the x coordinate of that point can be received using this method getX. And similarly, you have getY. So getX and getY get the x and y coordinate of the point where you click the mouse. If you want to get a point as it is, then you can make use of this method get point. So get point method will get the point as it is where you perform some operation with the mouse. So you all know a point is a class which is present in java.awt package. So this point class has inbuilt predefined variable x and y. From that variable you can get the x and y coordinate of the mouse. The translate point helps you to translate or move the mouse to a point specified by these 2 arguments integer. First argument represents the x coordinate and the second one represents the y coordinate. So if you want to move the mouse to a particular point, you can use this translate point. And get click count helps you to count the number of times you have clicked the mouse. So these are some of the important classes present in the mouse event class. So now we are going to see a small program in applet. So this is a program. So in this program, this is we are importing awt.event, and since it is an applet program, we are importing java.applet. So here we have used both mouse listener and mouse motion listener. So we are registering the applet screen with applet window with mouse motion listener as well as mouse listener. So since we have registered with the mouse listener interface, we have to include all the 5 methods of mouse listener which we have seen just now. That is mouse clicked, mouse entered. So mouse clicked, mouse entered, mouse exited, mouse pressed, and mouse released. So these 5 methods are received or executed by this mouse listener interface. And we have also registered with mouse motion listener. So since we have registered with mouse motion listener, we have included mouse moved and mouse dragged. So all the 7 methods are included in the program. So this is a very simple program where we have created an applet. Since the applet we are using mouse listener and mouse motion listener, we implement both these interfaces, mouse listener interface and mouse motion listener interface. And mouse X and mouse Y are the two integer variables of type int, and which receives the coordinates of the mouse. Wherever you press the mouse or you release the mouse or click the mouse, its coordinates are received by these two variables. So in this program what we do is, so whenever you press the mouse down, it will display down. Whenever you release the mouse, it will display up. So whenever you press the mouse, it will display down, and whenever you release the mouse, it will display up. So this display will take place in the location where you press the mouse. So we get the coordinates using getX and getY method, which is present in the mouse event class. So getX method will get the coordinate of x coordinate of the mouse, and getY we get the y coordinate of the mouse. So in this position we will display this message down. So we call repaint. So in the repaint, so now we'll execute the program. So to execute the program, we compile the program. So the name of the program is mouse demo. And we run the program applet viewer. So you see, so in the upper left corner, whatever operation we perform, that is displayed. Mouse entered. So now the mouse is exited out of the applet window, and now we enter the mouse, and now I'm going to press the mouse. So it displays down. I'm going to release the mouse, and when I move the mouse, we change. So when we release the mouse, it displays up. And when we move the mouse or when we drag the mouse, we change the background color of the window. So this is the program. So for every operation, the background color of the mouse, the applet window is changed. So wherever you click, the displays. So wherever you press it down, the location of the mouse, it displays down. So this is a small applet program. So whatever operation that is performed, that is displayed here. So when I exited, enter. So once again we'll see the coding. So in the init method of the applet, we register with the mouse listener interface and mouse motion listener interface, and we include the 7 methods. So when mouse is clicked, we get the coordinate, and then we give the message mouse clicked, and we set the background color as red, and we bring the mouse back. Then in the upper left corner at position 0 and 10, at x coordinate 0 and y coordinate 10, we display the message mouse entered, and we change the color to green. So when the mouse goes out of the window, we display the message mouse exited, and we change the color to blue. When the mouse is pressed, we display down at the location where you press the mouse. When the mouse is released, we display up in the position where we release the mouse, and we change the color to magenta. When the mouse is dragged, then we display the message asterisk, and we change the color as orange. When we move the mouse, in the status bar, we display that we are moving the mouse. And in the paint method, we just draw the string. Draw the string, whatever message we have given, that message we are giving. So the messages are here down message, and when it enters out of the window, mouse exited. When it is enters into the window, mouse entered. All these messages are displayed, which is displayed in the paint. So once again we'll see the output. So we are getting mouse entered. When we move the mouse out, mouse exited. So when we click, press down, you get the message down. When I release up, so when clicked, it is displayed, it is clicked. And then when we move the mouse, we get this asterisk along with the pointer. And when you move the mouse in the status bar, you are getting the message, dragging the mouse and moving the mouse, and the coordinates are displayed here. Thank you, girls.